Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree Buonomo. Hi if you're new here, or hey if you've been here before. It is the end of another month and that means we are going to do a wrap-up video which entails the books I read, the things I wrote, and some random details about my personal life. So let's just jump into it. Alright guys, so for the month of March, does anyone else feel like that month just was a blur and kind of flew by and I was in like a fever dream of some sort? I don't even know how to describe it. It just doesn't seem like March existed in some ways. And yeah, it was just kind of strange. So on that note, as far as the books that I finished in the month of March, this is the first month I think I've had in forever that I didn't finish a single book. I know, crazy. That's not to say I didn't try and start several books. And during the month of March, I started To Sleep in a Sea of Stars with Christopher Paolini, which is my little book club buddy read of the month. Like I say little because we don't really have a name, but it's me and two of my friends. We have a book every single month of the year that we have been reading. It's on my Ko-fi page. If you guys are interested in looking at all the books we are going to buddy read, you can go to my Ko-fi page and find that little picture. But we were trying to read this To Sleep in a Sea of Stars, and it is a big ass book. So I didn't start it on March 1st, which was probably my downfall. I was reading something else and I started it later. So as the time I'm filming this video, I think I literally have just a few chapters left. Like I'm almost done. So it's not going to cut into April too much, but I didn't quite finish it for March, so I can't count it here. Additionally, I started reading These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. This is a 1920s Shanghai urban fantasy a little bit. And I was buddy reading this with someone else, but I did kind of tell her that I just wasn't probably going to read it this month because I had so many other commitments and it was struggling. So I only read a few chapters of that and then I kind of stopped reading it completely. I also started a debut called What Beauty There Is by Corey Anderson. This book actually comes out on April 6th, which is a Tuesday. It's a debut contemporary. It's a hard-hitting contemporary. And honestly, I do think I'll finish this before it comes out. So by the time you're seeing this video, I might have finished that book already. It might be on my Instagram if I do, but it is so well written. It is like the type of lyrical, hard-hitting book that I really like. And I've been slowly reading that throughout the month as well. And those are the 3 books that I started. But again, I didn't finish any books. So there we are. Let me know down below how your reading month went for March. Moving on to the writing. The writing was actually where I focused more on in March, and that is why I didn't read a lot, because the days that I was writing intensely, I didn't read at all. So in the month of March, I finished my second draft of Prophecy Project. I have an entire vlog if you want to go check it out. That whole vlog just kind of talks about my week that I spent writing every single day for 8 days in a row so I can get to the end. And there was a lot of words that I added. I went from about 56,000 words up to almost 93,000 words. It was a huge improvement, and I think overall the structure of the draft is so much stronger this round. So I'm really excited, and in the month of April, I'm hoping to start doing my read through for that. So that way I can get to my draft 3 and then hopefully go on to beta readers. On Instagram at the end of February, I did make a March goals post, and I shouldn't have done that because I knew as soon as I put them down that I wasn't going to do it. But I had wanted to look into submitting to short stories or poems for publication, and I didn't do that at all because I was so focused on my manuscript. I also wanted to look at all of the documents that I had on my laptop because I have a lot of short stories and flash fiction and poems on my laptop from college that I was really proud of and that at the time was really good work. So I wanted to kind of go through that and try to figure out if there was anything I could do with some of those, because some of them were workshopped quite a bit in college and were ready to try to get published at that point. So I said I was going to do that, and I didn't do that either. The other focus for the month, I had kind of 2 focuses. The one which I also talked about in a video, which was talking about my co-written project and where it was. Earlier in March, I did meet with my co-writer and my best friend, and we talked about where we want to take the story and kind of plotted out how we're going to write this book in a month moving forward in the month of May. So I did a little bit of that, which was creative. And the other focus that I started doing was I am a beta reader for someone, and a beta reader, but more heavily on the critique end of things, not so much a casual reader. So I have been pretty thoroughly doing critiques, and that takes a lot out of me. So I'm trying to balance like wanting to read, but also this is important. It has a deadline. So I have been trying to focus on that when I can. But otherwise, that's really been my writing information. Nothing has changed too much just because I was so fully focused on my prophecy project edits that that's pretty much all I did. So let's just move into some personal life tidbits if you guys are interested in that. So personal life, again, nothing crazy, but I do have some fun things to share, I suppose. The first thing has been that in the month of March, I finally did pretty consistent writing streams. So every Wednesday in the month of March around 7 to 7:30 p.m. I was live streaming, and that went really well. I have no viewers on my live streams for gaming. I probably would annoy a lot of people because sometimes I get really intense, and I've been told I have no volume control. I don't feel comfortable when I can't hear my voice, and my headphones cancel out my sound so much that I think I end up screaming into the microphone, but no one really watches me, so it's fine. We had a really fun night where I actually streamed an additional day. I streamed on a Friday, and we were doing like take a shot if we win, because me and my teammates were doing like so terrible playing Apex. Like we were just losing everything. Like we weren't winning. We weren't even coming close to winning. So we're like, let's just like make this a drinking game now. And if we win, we'll take a shot because we're probably not going to win. And we had 2 wins that night, go figure. We actually did really, really well. So I guess that's what we need, is a good challenge. But if you guys are interested in gaming, particularly with Apex Legends, then my Twitch account is linked down below. I would love to see you there every Wednesday night around 7. So as far as TV shows go, I'm pretty sure last month in previous month, February, I was talking about how we were watching American Gods. I mentioned that I didn't know where it was going to go. We're still not quite behind because it's not over yet. I think there's like one more episode maybe, or it just came out. But the show meanders so much, and it kind of makes me sad because I feel like there's so much potential there, but it's not getting to anything. And then we just found out it's canceled. So I kind of feel like there's the reason they're canceled is because the show was meandering and there was no point to anything during 3 full seasons, and there's no point so far. So I'm kind of sad because I was hoping that maybe they would get somewhere, but now they're canceled and they're done after the 3rd season. So I don't even know if I want to finish the show. Like, it sucks because I love the cast. I think the cast is great, but it's just not going anywhere anytime soon. But on that note, comparing to American Gods, we started watching My Hero Academia, which is an anime, and Jesus, guys, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with the show. I think it's so good. It's been so long since I've been so immersed in an anime, and I was sleeping on this because I remember going to like anime conventions and everyone would like dress up or talk about it. I just never ended up watching it, but now I'm here. I joined the party. Hi, I'm obsessed. We binge watched 3 seasons in March. So there's only season 4 is completely out, and then season 5 is airing now. So not all the episodes are probably going to be available, but I'm obsessed. I love it. So that's pretty much been consuming my life as well. Another reason I have not been reading, because I've been binge watching that, and I have a very addictive personality. So when I get so consumed by something, it's all I can do. And I clung to My Hero Academia, but I love it. So if anyone wants to nerd out about that show with me, please do. We also finished WandaVision, of course, this month, when I think it was this month that the last episode aired, but so good. I can't wait for everything it's leading up into. We didn't start the Bucky, Winter Soldier and Falcon show. We didn't start that yet, but that's on my list to do this month. So yeah, I mean, TV-wise, we've been having some pretty good TV productivity, even though I'm not much of a TV person, but My Hero Academia has been changing me. I think the only thing left to really talk about in my personal life then is the fact that, as my title I'm probably going to hint at, is that I reapplied to grad school. So it might be coming out of nowhere for you guys. It also kind of came out of nowhere for me. But basically, the lowdown on this is that I finished grad school and I have a master's degree. So, you know, that's cool. But so then you might be wondering, why am I going back to grad school? Well, the state of Pennsylvania is why. So in the state of Pennsylvania, universities and colleges initially did not require someone to have their full 60 credits in order to get their master's degree. And this is particularly for psychology. I can't talk about other degrees, but this is particularly for psychology and being a therapist. So I graduated my university with 48 credits, which was enough to get a master's degree. What ended up happening is that no one told me that I should have stayed for the 60 credits, because the 60 credits would have entailed, I think, 2 more classes, a practicum, and an internship. So 4 more classes, aka 12 credits to get 60 credits. And in the state of Pennsylvania, in order to be licensed as a licensed professional counselor, you need those 60 credits. And there's no way around it. No matter how much job experience you have, no matter like how good your grades were, you need those 60 credits. Doesn't matter. So recently I've been looking into getting licensed because I am a good therapist, I think, without my license. However, with insurance, it becomes really tricky. So with me having a license, that would enable me to be able to take insurances. At this point, as a therapist, I can only accept cash. So it kind of puts, people in a bad spot, depending on who they are and what I want to serve, which isn't bad for some people, but I am not insured. So if anything, if anyone tried to sue me for malpractice even, I'm not insured at that point. So they have every right to do it, and there's a good chance I could lose. So having license really helps you not only protect yourself, but be able to accept a lot more insurance companies and people who could be clients. So with that said, I decided that with my current job is very supportive. They want to get licensed because obviously like they are also better to be able to open up my position to accept other people in addition. So right now I can accept two insurances technically. One is like the medical assistance for Pennsylvania and another insurance. So I am protected under my company right now to accept those. But if I like left or wanted to do my own practice or anything like that, I could only accept cash. So my company has been great. They've been very supportive of me. So I just decided, you know what? I just got with this company. My program's a little bit new. I have a little bit of downtime with my job. And my company was very open to working with me on giving me an internship. So that way I'm not overextending myself and I'm still within the same company having like credits, but I would be working with someone else rather than my direct supervisor. So it just really worked out well. So with that in mind, I reapplied to grad school. And it's exactly as it sounds. I had to reapply. So I had to fill out an entirely new application. I had to get both of my transcripts, even though I'm applying to the same university I got my master's from. Still needed to go buy my transcripts again. I also had to do like a personal essay. I had to get letters of recommendations, and I also have an interview coming up. So I do really well in interviews. I'm really not nervous about it. It just kind of like, I'm just being kind of stupid because I was like, oh, I thought I was just going to apply and that was it. No, you stupid asshole. Like, you have to reapply. So yeah. So this coming month, I have a interview to get back into a graduate program. And in theory, if I work my butt off, which I'm intending to do because I don't want to be there that long, my intention is to finish my entire like 12 credits over the summer. So it'd be like summer 1 term and summer 2. And I working my butt off to get it done. So that way I could be done. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to do all of my internship within the summer because I think I need 400 hours, which is quite a lot. So I'm going to try to get the most done in the summer because one, money, it's going to like every semester term that I'm there, it's going to cost me money to be there. And even if I get financial aid, which I hope I do, I did apply for it. But if I get financial aid, I still owe that. So the more financial aid I'm taking out, the more my debt goes up. But if I could do that, then I get to start taking more insurances once I apply for my licensure. And then once I actually get licensed and I get that document that says I'm a licensed professional counselor or an LPC, then I also get a raise at my job, and that is enticing. And then I can also start getting certificates too. So if I wanted to specialize in like certain areas like EDMR or something like that, I can also now go get those certificates, and that also kind of gives me bonuses at my job too. So it's just a very nice incentive all around, and I get to work with more clients, which is always beneficial. So that has been the most interesting thing that's happened to me so far. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys want to know anything else about my life? Let me know down below if you have any questions. Otherwise, tell me how your March went. Was anything interesting? Was it also kind of weird and like you don't really remember what happened and now it's over? Let me know down below. I post videos every Tuesday and Friday. I live stream occasionally, especially during Camp Nano. I have all of mine listed that I'm going to be in. I also have my screenshot of my live stream schedule on Coffee and Instagram, so you could go follow me on both of those. I live stream gaming on Wednesdays at 7, and until next time, I'll see you then. Bye.